There are 11 undefeated teams left in college football, and it seems like that number is dropping like flies every single week. It's survival of the fittest. It's getting scary out here. But there's one team in particular that gets swept under the rug and is not talked about enough, especially by main media networks, and that's the North Carolina Tar Heels. We're going to show some love to that Carolina Blue today. Let's get into it. How did North Carolina get to where they are now? They started off the season versus their rival South Carolina and looked fantastic. They were dominant pretty much the entire game, 131-17, and at this point I'm thinking, wow, North Carolina, pretty good this year. Then they go and face Appalachian State at home and win 40-34 and looked horrible. They honestly should have lost that game, and this got me thinking, oh no, here we go again with UNC, another 8-win season, 8-4, 7-5, and then their run of dominance started. They played Minnesota, looked dominant. They played Pitt, absolutely walked them out of the building, beat Syracuse 40-7, and at the time, Syracuse only had one loss. They were a fringe top 25 team, and just this weekend, playing number 25 Miami, they take care of business, 41-31. This team is 6-0, and it begs the question, where do they go from here? So why isn't UNC getting talked about then? Well, I have a hypothesis. Drake Maye came into the season 6th in Heisman odds. He's having a great season, but he's not putting up outstanding numbers like Michael Penix and Caleb Williams, which they're basically stealing the whole entire show. And UNC is tied a lot to their quarterback, Drake Maye. Before the season, that's all you would think about. Most people who don't watch ball, they just think of UNC Drake Maye. And the fact that Drake Maye is not in that conversation, they are forgetting about UNC. His numbers might not be out of the world, but he's having quietly a great season. He has 12 touchdowns and 4 interceptions with almost a 70% completion percentage. But coming into the game against Miami, it was 8 tutties and 4 interceptions. Now, you look at that stats and you think, he's having an okay season. The reason why his numbers are slightly down is not because his game is regressing, but they just have more weapons this year. Drake Maye does not need to do it all. He does not need to carry the team on his shoulders like he's had to do last year. They have Amarion Hampton, a great sophomore running back who's on the way to an 1,000-yard rushing season, averaging over 6 yards per carry. He had 197 yards against Miami in the last matchup. You do not need to throw every play and rack up Drake Maye's numbers when you have a weapon like that in the backfield. Not to mention, they're adding depth to the roster during the season. It sounds crazy, but Tez Walker, wide receiver, was just allowed eligibility to play by the NCAA last game because of the transfer rule. We can get into that. I hate the NCAA when they deny players eligibility. Let the kids play. But he had 132 yards and 3 TDs against Miami. This is like getting a big player off the injured list, making the team even better and making them scarier. Now, the Achilles heel for the Tar Heels is that their defense lags a little behind their offense, but it does the job just enough for them to win games. They're ranked 54th in total defense. So if you think about it this way, they're not a compromised enough defense to where they're at USC level, but they're not good enough to where they're at Michigan. They're just in between, and I think that's perfect for UNC. They are coached by the legendary Mack Brown, and bottom line, Mack Brown knows how to get his players ready to play, and he's a winner. He knows how to win. You think of the Texas dominance run everyone talks about. Is Texas back this year? Well, the back that they're trying to get to is when they had Mack Brown at head coach. UNC's toughest games left are home against number 16 Duke and at Clemson. These are both winnable, especially the way they've been playing right now. But the only problem is that with the strength of the ACC, they're probably going to have to win out to make the college football playoff, especially if you pin them up against another one-loss team from the Pac-12, from the Big Ten with a much better resume. But with the strength of their schedule, it's very doable for them to win out. The AP poll just got released literally 5 minutes ago, and it was great to see UNC at number 10. And I'm not saying they should be in the top 4 right now. This is not what this video is about. I'm just saying the trajectory with their schedule, they will be around in December. North Carolina deserves more love from the media. They deserve to be taken seriously as a college football playoff contender. And as it stands right now, they're the class of the ACC. Since no one was doing it, I was going to be the first to talk about them. Here at Saturday Shenanigans, I give love to all teams. If you're a UNC fan, leave it in the comments. Say go Heels. I'm glad you guys enjoyed this one. And this is completely off topic and not biased in any way, but my cousin recently moved to North Carolina, and I'm excited to visit her over there, see what it's all about, maybe check out the campus, check out a game. You guys can tell me in the comments what the best place to eat. And enough of that. Let's wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for reaching the end of the video. It's been Saturday Shenanigans, your home for unfiltered college football content, and I cannot say it enough. I'm so appreciative of the recent support from you guys. It inspires me to make more content, pump out more videos. I'm having a great time. You guys are having a great time. It's amazing. Thank you guys so much. Have an awesome week, and I'll see you soon with some more videos.